Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Well, I'm serious. These are the kind of guys you like to smack in the ass.
Jeff and Jeremy.
Those are the only two options.
Yeah, but they're pretty good options.
Very good. Very, very good.
93.3 KZOZ rocks.
Scorpions. That's for Chris Hunter out of Santa Maria. Congratulations, Chris, again on a nice job at week number 8. Not sure how you're doing in week 9. We'll have a new winner tomorrow in the Red Zone Challenge. Our winners pick up $25 to go to the Poorhouse, as well as a free tune-up for Be Right There Heating and Air that comes with a filter. Call theb.com if you want to find out more. Pat'sRobles.beer.com to check out the full schedule every weekend of what's happening at the Poorhouse. And, of course, we do the 3 closest games of the week every Thursday morning with Leslie from the Poorhouse, Patrick from Be Right There, Jeff. And this week, it was Johnny Munez. Congratulations, Johnny. He got 2 out of 3 right, and he won a $50 gift card to go to the Poorhouse, as well as $50 off his next service from Be Right There, Heating and Air. Not bad.
So it looks like
he got the Cardinals, the Rams. He picked Houston, which I think most people did.
Right. But he got Cardinals and Rams.
We're upset by
good.
the Jets.
See, I picked the Jets. And I was sailing into the weekend. I'm like, yeah, I'm already 1 up. And then I picked the Bears and the Seahawks.
Why?
And the
Seahawks should have won that game. The Seahawks won that game. They outplayed.
The Seahawks
too many mistakes.
Won that game,
penalties.
Then lost that game, then won that game, then lost that game.
There were so many opportunities for the Rams to put the Seahawks away with all the mistakes they made. But somehow the defense was able to keep the Hawks in it, and the offense was just horrible. Terrible decisions by Geno Smith. I don't know what you do. If you're Mike McDonald, you're like, dude, I got to fix this problem. Who's the backup? Is it Colt? Is he still there?
Colt.
Or
who's Colt?
What was his name? I don't know. I can't remember the damn guy's name.
Well, no, it's Sam Howell. It's Sam Howell now.
No, it wasn't Sam Howell.
But no, that's who the backup is now. Sam Howell.
Who was the backup? The
guy we got.
Did all right.
Yeah, he's a backup in New York now. Why is his name? No. That's not his name. Quit trying to force it. What is the name of the backup?
Okay, it doesn't matter. But anyways, okay, Sam Howell. We need to get Sam Howell in there. Seriously, I'd rather have somebody else, anybody.
Well, if the season gets away from them, like, they've got to see what they have.
It was Colt McCoy, jackass.
No, it wasn't.
I was right.
It was not Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy was never a Seahawk. It's because you're saying Colt. People are texting in saying, "Oh, you're talking about Colt McCoy," but it's not. It was Drew Lock.
I just haven't called you jackass.
Drew Lock.
Yes. Colt Lock, very similar. But anyways, my point is, it's nice to call you a jackass, and I haven't done it yet. So I apologize to you for calling you a jackass.
They've got to see what they have in Sam Howell if the season gets away from them. But the problem is with the NFC West.
I think the season has gotten away from them because
so.
They were 3-0, and since then they're 1-5.
But here's the thing: the Seahawks are still very much in the race.
They're at the bottom of the
NFC West.
Now.
Yeah, but who was in the bottom of the conference yesterday? The Rams were at the bottom of the conference yesterday. So it's like they're very much into it with the Cardinals, and all conference games ahead. So I mean, now's not the time to roll out the backup and see what you got in them. But if they lose like the next 3 to 4 games, then yeah, that's when you go that route. And then maybe you start taking a look at some staff issues too. That's what the Raiders did yesterday. They fired Luke Getsy, who was the offensive coordinator who came over from Chicago, who was bad in Chicago. I don't even know why the Raiders are like, hey, you were bad at your last job. Why don't you come be bad at this job? And then, unfortunately, I think there was some peripheral firings as well as because the offensive line coach was let go, James Craig, and the quarterbacks coach, Rich Scangarello, was let go as well. The big news this morning, also coming from Raiders, fame, ex-head coach of the Oakland Raiders, Dennis Allen has been fired from his job as the New Orleans Saints head coach. So now there's no word as to who is going to fill that position for the New Orleans Saints. But that's where it stands with the Aints right now, because they ain't. Remember they started 2-0 and they
my God, they were on fire.
Everybody.
There was they
torched the Panthers, who they lost to yesterday, and it was, as I was watching, I watched a lot of the Panthers Saints game because it was one of the closer games. As I'm looking at the scores, I'm like, let me see what's going on in this game. I want to watch the end of it, and they end up winning. The Panthers did at the end, and I'm rooting for Bryce Young. I really want that kid to turn it around after getting benched for Andy Dalton earlier in the season, and so I was watching a lot of that game, and I was like, wow, and I said in my head, I was like, if they lose to the Carolina Panthers, who they boat raced earlier this season, Dennis Allen's losing his job. And I didn't think it would be the next day. I did not think it would be. I thought, like at the end of the season type thing, if it still went bad. Nope. They pulled the plug yesterday. Out. Dennis Allen. No longer an ain't.
Yeah, well, they've also got their issues at quarterback, too, and have had it for a while. I mean, the problem with quarterbacks are, I understand they have good games and they can put up big numbers, but it's that consistency is what you need. Because if you can't be consistently, you don't have to be great all the time. You just have to be consistently good at something.
Well, Derek Carr's been consistently hurt, though. That's his problem.
Yeah, that's true. And, he didn't have a horrible day yesterday, but he definitely didn't have a great day. Chris Olave, that was kind of scary. He's okay. But they lose him right away. He's a key part
Is
of
he
that
okay?
offense.
Is he okay? I was looking up his concussion history. No, hold on a second, because everybody's like, whoa, Tua Tagovailoa. Dude, that guy needs to be out of football. But nobody's saying that about Chris Olave. He's had 4 concussions. I think this is his 3rd year in the league. He's had 4 concussions since entering the league, and he had 1 at Ohio State when he was there. So 5 concussions in the last 4 or 5 years for Chris Olave. That doesn't bode well, but nobody's talking about him, stepping away from the game like they did with Tua. Tua plays a higher profile position. Not that wide receiver is not a high profile position, but Chris Olave, he's not going to come back next week. I know that. I would be surprised if he comes back the week after that and isn't under some scrutiny for some neurological designs, because he was just concussed 2 weeks ago. Brought back, concussed immediately after. That's the problem with the Saints. The Saints just need to pack it in and maybe see what they got. Maybe sit Derek Carr and just see what they got in Spencer Rattler and let the guys throw the ball around the yard a little bit, as they like to say.
Congratulations to the Wet Willie scoring the highest amount of points in week number 9 in the Master Deflators Fantasy Football League at 147. Congratulations to, what is the name of your team, Jeff?
My team still has a quarterback and a defense to go tonight. But
what is the name of your team?
I don't know if I should say it in this politically charged times.
Congratulations on picking up 57 points yesterday.
Yeah, well, I mean, I still got Mahomes.
Yeah, you might score 77.
Oh God, no.
You might. I bet you don't score 100.
I probably won't. But you're not going to give me any credit for getting you at least 40. What did I trade off to you? 30 points that you wouldn't have had? 35 points that you would not have had?
I already said thank you off the air. You need an on-air.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna tout something that nobody cares about, like scoring the most points in the fantasy
I think
football
you took
league.
advantage of somebody who didn't have a choice, and now you got Brian Robinson, and I don't care about Amari Cooper, but I did appreciate you reaching out. It did make sense, and Hey, you'll care about Amari Cooper or Calvin Ridley when you start Calvin Ridley and he goes out and has to play with Will Levis. Because so far, Calvin Ridley has got me more points than Amari Cooper has all year. Right. So. No, what I'm saying. That was 10 points. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, though, that's because he's got Mason Rudolph throwing to him. Once the Will Levis experiment fires back up in Tennessee, it's going to be 8 targets, no catches. That's what Calvin Ridley loves about Will Levis.
93.3 KZOZ.
It's actual real music.
They used to really play music.
The Central Coast's rock station.
My kind of music.
It's 7 minutes after 8 o'clock. Our poll question online at KZOZ.com, brought to you by Justin Stearns at Assist Home Loans. Click the link right there or call 805-475-4900. And Justin can help you maybe refinance your mortgage, maybe get you into a mortgage. That's what they do at Assist Home Loans. All the details and more at KZOZ.com.
Call him today, too, and set that appointment, because tomorrow people might be reacting to things. You know,
the appointment is important. Yeah, things should get better.
Get the
or worse
appointment
tomorrow.
in.
I don't know.
Yeah, even if it's for later in the week, he'll schedule you for like a 15-minute, 30-minute phone consultation. Go over your stuff, whatever you want to do. But I could see, based on how you feel about life, people rushing to.
This day has been coming for me for years now, for a while. I'm so happy this day is tomorrow and it's going to be over and we're going to be done with it.
Not going to be over, dude. It's not going to be over.
You know, it's like I was talking to a friend and I was like, you know, it's just like, it's so funny. It's almost like these ads are so blatant and like aggressive that you almost think that it's like, no, there's an agenda here, right?
Oh, it's parody. It's like the stuff that they used to produce to make fun of political advertisements when they would take it to the next level.
Now it would be on Saturday Night Live.
Now the politicians are like, oh, you know what? We're going there. That's where we want to go. We want to go circa 1996 when they were making fun of us for going over the line. We're going to take it next level.
And now that's just what it is. And it's funny, it's bringing up Saturday Night Live. I guess Kamala was on again. And now the FCC chairman is not happy about the equal time rule that they have, that NBC has not given to Donald Trump. So now, I guess yesterday they were airing Donald Trump ads during the NASCAR race.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure those guys are already in the bag for Trump. I would say the Saturday Night Live, if somebody he might have.
Just go ahead and put. But how long was she on Saturday Night Live for?
I don't know. She was in the Open. And I think she was on the week, but she was on the week before too. And then this week she was on the Open. Who knows? They probably taped that ahead of time. It was her and Maya Rudolph. I didn't see the whole thing. I just was listening to the news this morning. And the FCC chairman is not happy about it. And NBC's defense is, listen, that was set up for broadcast companies. We're a cable network. I'm like, really? I didn't know that. So
who said that?
NBC. So I don't know.
NBC said we're a cable network?
That's pretty much what they said in the story. And the thing is, your name is NBC, National Broadcast Company. So to say that was set up for broadcasters, not cable companies, and now you say you're a cable company and not a broadcaster, but your name is broadcasting.
Well, yeah. If you still broadcast digitally over a signal, then that's
so. Anyways, it's
not like you're USA.
It's finally going to be over tomorrow, right? No, I'm sure not. But at least we'll be one step closer to it.
Oh, it's
back to our poll question.
Too intriguing for America to be over it tomorrow. I mean, what the hell are they going to talk about?
Intriguing. It's stressful.
It sucks. Do you take your shoes off on the plane? Is the question today for the Justin Stearns Assist Home Loans poll question. Now, if I were to tell you, okay, if you're just like taking survey on the plane, what percentage of people are taking their shoes off? What percentage? Because I mean, you got to think, and I'll take into consideration too that these people are. It doesn't like they stand out because most people don't, but the ones that do stand out and give, like everybody a bad name. Like they give themselves a bad name by doing this because they stand out. You're like, oh man, that guy.
But some people don't notice it.
It's an oddity.
I know people that travel. This is the weird thing too. I feel like it's always the people that travel for work a lot. They're the ones that are doing it because, it's just becoming a part of their living room to be on that airplane.
So they're like, oh, man, I can't wait to get on this plane so I can kick off.
I want to say it's 15 to 20%, and 20 would be high. 15.
You're right in there.
But, I mean, is there an actual study
right
or
there.
number?
Yeah. It's called the KZOZ.com poll question.
Oh.
and 16%, close to 17% say, yes, they're going to be there a while. They feel as if, though, they deserve the right to take off their shoes, while as 84% or 83%, depending on how you look at it, are saying, no, it's disrespectful to others to take your shoes off on the plane. But wouldn't you say that 16% is too much? 16% is enough to make it unenjoyable for the 84% that does not do it.
I mean, here's the thing, and I tend to get on a high horse sometimes. If I don't smell your feet, it's fine. If I don't see your feet, it's fine. If you keep your feet under the seat in front of you when you take your shoes off and you just have them under there, that's fine.
What if you say crisscross applesauce?
Like a
So
kid?
your feet are underneath your ass.
I've never seen an adult do that, let alone on a
Yoga
plane.
people do it all the time.
Oh, that is true.
Which
Well,
can't be comfortable.
Yeah. How good looking are those feet? Yeah.
Well-
it is just a weird thing. And as dirty as airplanes are, which we were talking about earlier, it's probably not the best idea.
No, and that is the number one reason why you don't want to do it, because that flight attendant was saying that there's all kinds of bodily fluids that float around in that cabin. And you can't help that when you flush the toilet on the plane, it's like more pressure moving around that room than anybody wants to deal with. Like, it's more than if you take a leaf blower, like one of my, cordless leaf blowers. Not like a gas-powered one, like a good one, but, like one of the...
Well, they have battery-powered ones are just as strong.
It's like taking a leaf blower into that thing.
My favorite thing, if you missed it earlier, Jeff said, flight attendant said, you don't want to use the toilet paper. You don't even want to use the bathroom because there's so much urine.
Well, think about it. You have a leaf blower every time you flush.
Fecal matter. I close the lid.
Does that? I mean...
And then I run.
Don't you have that attachment on your vacuum cleaner that's like that really narrow slit, and you use it to get into corners?
Yeah.
Like if you're pushing a lot of pressure through that, man, that's still blowing stuff out of the whatever.
Oh yeah, no,
it's not a perfect
bottom,
seal, you know. I mean,
No,
they don't got like rubber boots on them and stuff.
So you can vote right now, KZOZ.com. It's the Assist Home Loans poll question. KZOZ.com. It's now 25% to 75. 75%.
Oh, we shouldn't have brought it up.
It's going up.
The shoeless are coming out.
93.3 KZOZ rocks the 805.
You and
yeah.
I are in two different camps. Like, I don't think everybody should vote. Like, I think if you know nothing about what's going on, you should not vote. If you pay attention to what's going on, then you should vote.
I would hope that most people pay attention before they go vote.
Oh, no, that's not the message. They're like, everybody has to go vote. You must go vote. Go vote now.
Watch a commercial or something and get all fired up. Hi, you're on with Jeff and Jeremy. Go ahead.
Hi there. I have a question. I'm a very busy lady, and due to the elections, everybody is stressed out, like what you said. And so I went to go fill out my ballot, and I discovered that me and my other half, we both have two ballots, a piece.
Why is that? Did you ask? Did you ask?
No.
Why?
Are you registered as a Democrat?
No.
Well, gosh,
I'm just wondering
they're screwing up their system.
why we both got two ballots a piece. That's
I don't know.
Good.
It
Like
is
a
weird,
recent-
and I don't know why.
recent
But I would
address
call the county
change?
clerk.
Yeah, call Elena Cano. Call Elena Cano and say, "Hey, why'd I get two ballots?" And then you'll have her
the county clerk for San Luis Obispo.
Okay.
Is that her name? Is
Yeah.
that her name?
Yeah.
Elena?
Yeah, she's the
Give her-
one.
you call the clerk's office and let them know. That is odd, and I've never heard of that before.
She was
I've
the
heard
one
people
telling
talking
everybody
about
to
it
vote
that way.
early. And I guess if you got two ballots, vote with both ballots.
Okay, so thank you so much, because now I'm double stretched. I was thinking I was on top of my game, and even though it's
Right.
the last minute.
Is it against the
And so
law
now
to
this
vote
stresses me out.
if they send you two ballots and you fill out two ballots? Is it like a penalty in the National Football League when they're offsetting penalties? So
Yeah, I
then-
believe there's a
then
barcode on your ballot for a reason.
just
I mean,
throw
once they
out your
scan
ballot?
it, your name and it goes in that you voted. So
Yes,
I mean,
and
in
there's
this
two
state,
different-
they don't even require you to ID yourself when you vote.
and the barcodes do not match.
Really?
yeah, I don't know. I'd call the
Yes.
county clerk.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay,
good luck.
Thank you so much.
That's great,
Thank
because
you.
I bet you the county clerk does not have enough to do right now.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know what else you to do. I have no other.
Hey,
idea.
it's her job. We pay her salary, right? I mean, our tax dollars pay her salary. It's her job to find out why this couple husband and wife got 4 ballots instead of 2 ballots.
Hi, you're on with Jeff and Jeremy. Go ahead.
Hi. You know what? I actually got 2 ballots also.
Oh, Jesus.
Apparently it was because I renewed my license and they sent me one. But the funny thing is the first one that I got, they had misspelled my first name, but the second one that came with my name correct. So I called the county clerk and she said, okay, just shred the first one and use that second one. So
now we don't know who you are. You have not said your name. You're going to fill out both ballots? Oh.
No.
Okay. Somebody with integrity, Jeff. Thank you. Somebody with integrity. God bless you.
No, I'm not going to do two, but no, because and it's like she said, they did have different numbers, different bar scans, and different registration numbers and stuff. Yeah, like on the left corner, it shows like your number, ballot number, or whatever, and they were both different. So
it sounds like everything's on the up and up in the great state of California. Thanks for calling in. KZOZ, hi, who's this?
This is Brian.
Did you get two ballots too?
I have extra ballots if you guys need them. I'm in Napomo on the Teff Bridge. I'm handing them out.
He's the mayor of Napomo. If you haven't even registered to vote, it doesn't even matter in this state. Just go get a ballot from Brian.
Oh my God! Thanks, Brian.
Here we go. Jeremy in the morning. Listen online at kzoz.com.